Guys, it is Ominous Wish here. Welcome to the video. So I'm happy to announce that we will be doing a brand new series in Clash of Clans. So in this series, we will be going over the basics of the game, the bases, what to upgrade, how to attack, and we will also be just generally skimming over what has changed over the years as the Clash of Clans economy has recently celebrated its 6th anniversary. Now, I hope that with this series we can continue to progress through to a higher Town Hall level if you guys enjoy it. Now, I do greatly hope you guys enjoy it. Personally, for me, this is going to be a lot of fun, and this is also going to be my debut in the gaming community. So, I am also going to be doing other games eventually in the future. Maybe sooner, maybe later. But for now, we are going to be starting off with Clash of Clans. Now, as you can see, I have already gone ahead and done the tutorial where you attack the 1 goblin map, build a cannon, 2 storages, a barracks, and your collectors, as well as an army camp and a builder's hut. So, as you can see, my name in the game will be OMG, which is short for Ominous Wish Gaming. So, hey, nice name if I do say myself. Alright, so what we will be starting out with is simple. We will just be doing a quick video on what to upgrade, what to buy, and what to do in the goblin map. Now, as you can see, for your builder's hut, when you go to the shop, you had bought one in the tutorial, but in case you just skimmed over it and missed it, if you go to resources, builder's huts are 500 gems, and every time you buy a hut, it will double the price. So your third builder is 500 gems, your fourth builder is 1,000, and your fifth builder is 2,000 gems. Now, this is in-game currency, so you may think, oh, this isn't a lot, but in fact, in-game currency, you can only receive gems by number 1, removing obstacles such as a bush, a stone, a tree, and you will receive anywhere from 0 to 6 gems. See, from this one bush, we got 3 gems and 3 experience. Now, that's pretty decent. It's dead in the middle. Now, first off, we can start off with talking about obstacles. So, such as the trees, the mushrooms, the stumps, and the stones. Just pretty simple. You remove them, they disappear. The stones do not come back after you remove them. But over time, the trees, the logs, they will reappear, and you can obtain gems for them. Now, the other way you can obtain gems in game is simply completing achievements in your home village, and eventually in the future we will talk about your builder base. So as you can see, there's certain stars. As you collect those stars, you will receive achievements which have higher rewards and higher gem amounts. Now, if I go back to this, as you can see, some offer only 5 gems, others 250. Now, this will continue to increase, as I have said before. So, first off, we will be doing a quick attack. Let's hurry up and train some troops. Now, I will not be using gems in this Let's Play because, as I said, they are a little bit tough to obtain, and it takes a while to collect over time. Now, the game allows you 250 at the start. I have used 4, my bad, a little bit of bad math. I have used 9, but I just got 3 from that bush during the tutorial, just hurrying up and quick gemming as it tells you to. Now, I'm going to be saving up my gems to buy my builders. In this game, you can buy gems by simply using real money to buy the in-game currency. I will not be doing this as to keep it slow with those who do not have the ability or just simply do not prefer to spend money on the game. So let's start off with an attack. We already kept some wizards from the tutorial. Fun fact, if you did not know. Simply just keeping the wizards from the tutorial is pretty simple because you can only deploy 2 on the first base and you can keep 3 of the wizards. Now, if you're new to the game, you want me to deploy all 5, it's okay, we've all done it. Also, I destroyed the second base already. You only using barbarians, so that I could save my wizards specifically for this base. As after this base, they tend to disappear if you keep them too long. That is, I'm not sure when that updated, but within the last few updates, you cannot keep them forever, so that they disappear after a few attacks on the campaign map. Alright, so if you do not know what the campaign map, that is what this is. Single player up here on the top right. As you can see, there's a lot of bases to attack. As you can see, there's really not a lot of loot. While I may be maxed on loot right now, we can go ahead and do a quick upgrade right here as to up our defense. That is honestly not a lot of loot. You can obtain more loot over time the higher you get on the campaign map. Or you can simply just go to this. If you have a shield, you lose a little bit of it at a time with every attack you do. But for now, I'm just scouting, so it's not going to actually take away my shield. As you can see, these are other people's real-time bases, so that you can obtain more loot. Some will have more, some will have less. For example, these as the campaign map. So if you want more loot in multiplayer, what you will have to do is gain trophies. As you can see, I'm at 0 trophies since I've just started. But as you gain trophies, such as the rosters here, you can obtain more loots and basically more status as bronze, silver, gold, crystal, etc. How you go through those, you can gain that status and you go through those ranks. What you have to do is, number 1, upgrade your offense. So you can do that by going to shop. We can start off by buying our second barracks. Quick time, beginning of the game. Now, as you upgrade buildings, obviously it won't be 15 minutes and 10 seconds. This will increase to days at a time as you get higher up there. But for now, it is nice and slow. It's always nice to have that fresh start. You can also upgrade your offense by upgrading your barracks, such as here. Now, I'm just going to quickly use both my builders, so be it. So, once you have that finished, as you can see, we are training some of these. You can see a new troop beginning to be unlocked after you start upgrading. So, with every upgrade, it becomes 1 level higher. Pretty simple dynamics. With every level, you gain a new troop. And you can only unlock these new troops by upgrading your town hall by every time, and you also unlock new defenses. But there is a downside to that. The downside is you don't want to go too fast to the next town hall, because if you do, you will be quote-unquote rushed. Now, what rushed is when your buildings are under-leveled, but your town hall is to the next level. What we will be doing in this series is maxing out at each town hall before going to the next. So we will be upgrading to all their buildings to the max level for each town hall level. Pretty simple. We will also be explaining what buildings do. So we can start off with the simple cannon and then go into the next video a little bit deeper. Now the cannon here, as you can see, it just gives you the basics, more basic than mine. The damage per second, its hit points. Hit points is how much health it has when an enemy attacks your base. So, such as using barbarians or wizards in the tutorial, you can, when an enemy attacks your home village, it will be doing damage. The level of their troops will determine how much damage they do. You can upgrade your defense to do more damage to their troops, to kill their troops first, and ultimately come out on top and win your defense. You can also lose an attack when you're attacking somebody else. But I suggest, for a time being, just attack people with lower defense and a little bit more gold or elixir to help out at the beginning of the game. For instance, this guy here, 30 trophies, 600 loot if you win. It's pretty simple. You can just drop a few barbarians here. Well, I didn't even select my troop. There you go. Already a fail. You drop 8 right there and 6 right here. Low defense. This is an archer tower. If you've not seen it before, it is essentially a better cannon. except it can also attack air troops. Air troops are troops that simply are in the air. Barbarians are a ground troop, which cannons can target. Cannons cannot target air troops. Archer towers also dish out more damage per second, which is really nice. As you can see here, our barbarians are going ham, getting in the work, and taking down some of this loot. Now, I'm only going to let it go to we get our first star and come out on top. Now, if you do not know what stars are, it's pretty simple. Stars are what tells if you win. You unlock your first star once you hit 50% to overall damage. As you can see, your damage in the bottom right hand corner. There's our first star. You unlock your second star as you defeat their town hall right here. You will unlock your third star for getting 100% overall damage. Now I'm just going to quickly end the battle right here since we already got most of the loot. Alright, so those are the basics of the attack for now. Now, not only can you upgrade your troops, their levels, later on using a helpful tool in your offense army called your laboratory. You can unlock that later on. But you can also upgrade how many troops you can hold, because while a barbarian only takes one housing space, list it right there on the middle right of its description. A troop such as Giant takes 5 housing space, which is a lot more. Now, one simple level 1 army camp can hold 20. As you can see, 5 out of 20, because we have 5 barbarians trained at the moment. You can upgrade your army camps to hold more troops. You can buy more army camps over time. So, we will be doing one more attack for today to basically end off the video and get a little bit more loot for upgrades later on off screen, as upgrades do take time. So we will be upgrading off screen, but you guys will see it in the next video. There will be a little bit of changes. In the next video, I will also be explaining base layouts and more into some of the other defenses, such as mortars or maybe even air defenses, if we can get that far as to find one in multiplayer. Now, as you can see, I got a little bit into this earlier. Trophies. Now, as you can see, it offers 29 trophies on the left if I win the battle. It also shows you your amount of gold and elixir you can obtain. But if you lose trophies, so you can go down in rank by losing, as pretty much any other PvP game. PvP is player versus player, for those who do not know. It's okay, we all don't know at one point. Also, as you can see, 3, 2, 1, there we go, the 50% damage. Now, what you want to do when you are in the beginning is simply go for the basic battles, where we have one cannon, a little bit of loot, maybe 500 to 1,000 to keep it simple. If your loot, say that you are offered 2,000 gold, if you can only hold a maximum of 1,500 gold, you do not obtain that extra 500. There's our second and third star. So you have a max amount of gold and elixir you can hold. So therefore, it's all interconnected. Your attacks, your defense, it all matters. As you can see in the simple beginning, you can hold a maximum of 2,500 and a maximum of elixir of 2,500. You can fix this by upgrading your storages. Storages normally take more time than other buildings, but we can get into that in the next video. Alright guys, peace. See you in the next video. Fuck.